striker problem, and it's all about one number. Since Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank left in 2004, Chelsea's number 9 shirt has destroyed more careers than relegation. Fernando Torres kicked off the curse in spectacular fashion. Liverpool's clinical finisher became Chelsea's £50 million paperweight, scoring 45 goals in 172 appearances. His only memorable moment? That goal against Barcelona where Gary Neville lost his mind. The list of victims reads like a who's who of world-class strikers. Radamel Falcao, 1 goal in 12 games. Alvaro Morata started brilliantly with 10 goals in 11 games, then scored just 1 more in the second half of his first season. Gonzalo Higuain managed 5 goals in 14 appearances during his loan spell. Even Romelu Lukaku, who just scored 64 goals in 95 games for Inter Milan, managed only 8 Premier League goals in his return season. The curse got so bad that Thomas Tuchel openly admitted no player wanted to take the number 9 shirt. "Nobody wants to touch it," he said. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang became the latest victim in 2022, scoring just 3 goals in 21 appearances. The shirt sat empty for 2 years until Liam Delap took it in 2025. Either he's brave or he's never heard the stories. What makes this curse different is the quality of players involved. These weren't random signings. Torres, Falcao, Morata, Higuain, Lukaku and Aubameyang were all proven goal scorers who suddenly forgot how to find the net at Chelsea. Manchester United goalkeeper struggles. After Peter Schmeichel left in 1999, Manchester United couldn't find a reliable goalkeeper for 6 years. Mark Bosnich came in but struggled with consistency. Fabian Barthez arrived with World Cup pedigree but made costly errors. Massimo Taibi lasted 4 games after that howler against Southampton, where the ball rolled under his body. They tried Tim Howard, Roy Carroll and multiple loan deals. For 6 years, United's biggest weakness was the one position that had been their greatest strength. The curse only ended when Edwin van der Sar arrived from Fulham in 2005. Suddenly, United had the stability they'd been missing and went on to win multiple titles. Sometimes the solution is just finding the right person for the job. Wigan Athletic's relegation paradox. They were known as the Great Escape Artists. For years, they defied the odds when it mattered most. 2007, saved on the final day with a crucial win over Sheffield United. 2011, started the last day in 19th place, somehow survived with a 1-0 victory over Stoke City. 2012, pulled off one of the greatest survivals in Premier League history, winning 6 of their final 8 games, beating Manchester United and Arsenal to escape the drop. They were legends at staying up when everyone had written them off. But 2013? The year they finally reached the mountaintop became their downfall. May 11th, Ben Watson's 90th minute header beats Manchester City 1-0 in the FA Cup final. Pure magic. May 14th, relegated from the Premier League, 3 days from heroes to the Championship. The first club in history to win the FA Cup and get relegated in the same season. The curse didn't stop there. The club that once specialised in impossible escapes has never returned to the Premier League since. They've bounced between the Championship and League One for over a decade, plagued by financial problems and relegations. The Escape Artists became the club that can't escape the lower divisions. Their greatest triumph came with strings attached. Everton's manager chaos. Since David Moyes left for Manchester United in 2013, Everton have burned through managers like they're managing a Sunday League team. Roberto Martinez lasted 3 seasons but was sacked in May 2016. Ronald Koeman was dismissed in October 2017 after 16 months. Sam Allardyce got 8 months. Marco Silva managed 18 months before being sacked in December 2019. Carlo Ancelotti left for Real Madrid after 1 season. Rafael Benitez was sacked after just 6.5 months, the shortest tenure in Everton's history. Frank Lampard got 11 months before being dismissed in January 2023. Sean Dyche took over in January 2023 and was sacked in January 2025 after 2 years. To make things worse, they've been hit with unprecedented financial chaos. In 2024, they received a 10-point penalty for breaching financial rules, reduced to 6 on appeal, then got another 2-point deduction for a separate breach. Everton became the first club ever sanctioned under the Premier League's profitability and sustainability rules, with losses of £124.5 million over 3 years when the limit is £105 million. They've become the textbook example of how not to run a football club, stuck in permanent rebuild mode while neighbours Liverpool collect trophies. The man himself, David Moyes, returned in January 2025, signing a 2.5-year deal. Everton were just 1 point above the relegation zone when Dyche was dismissed, having won only one of their last 11 games. After 8 permanent managers failed to replicate what Moyes achieved in his first 11-year spell, the question remains, is he the only man who can truly stabilise Everton? The prodigal son has returned to save the club he once called the People's Club, but can he bring back the same magic he once provided? Leeds' exile curse. After their 2004 relegation, Leeds United spent 16 years in football's wilderness. The club that reached the Champions League semi-finals in 2001 was suddenly bouncing between League One and the Championship. Financial chaos, administration, and multiple ownership changes turned one of England's biggest clubs into a cautionary tale. They even dropped to League One, the third tier, for 3 seasons between 2007 and 2010, something that had never happened before in their history. Marcelo Bielsa changed everything. His arrival in 2018 brought back the football and the passion that made Elland Road special. The Argentine transformed players like Calvin Phillips from a rotation midfielder into an England international, turned Patrick Bamford into a prolific goalscorer, and created the most exciting team in the Championship. In his first season, they narrowly missed promotion in the playoffs, but the following year, they were unstoppable. In 2020, they finally returned to the Premier League after 16 years away, winning the Championship title with 93 points. The celebration at Elland Road that day was pure emotion. Grown men crying, fans who'd never seen their team in the top flight, finally getting their moment. But the curse seemed to strike again. After a brilliant first season back, finishing 9th, Leeds struggled and were relegated in 2023, after just 3 years back in the Premier League. Now, under Daniel Farke, Leeds bounced back, winning the Championship again in 2025 with 100 points, becoming champions for the second time in 5 years. They're now back in the Premier League for the 2025-26 season, and this time, it feels different. The curse that kept them down for 16 years has finally been broken. The trophy curse that broke. No curse in football was more mocked than Tottenham's trophy drought. Their last silverware came in 2008, the League Cup under Juan de Ramos. For 17 years, they were everyone's punchline. Spursy became a real word. They reached finals and lost: 2015 League Cup, 2019 Champions League, 2021 League Cup. Harry Kane became the poster boy for great players who couldn't win trophies. The jokes got old, but the trophy cabinet stayed empty. Until May 21, 2025. Brennan Johnson's scrappy goal against Manchester United in the Europa League final ended 17 years of pain. Grown men cried, social media exploded. The curse was finally broken, and Spurs fans could hold their heads high again.
Curses become real when people believe in them. This season, Liam Delap has taken Chelsea's cursed number 9. Mason Mount is still wearing United's number 7, hoping to redeem himself. And somewhere out there, Aaron Ramsey is probably scoring goals and hoping nobody famous dies. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more football mysteries explained. Which curse do you think will be broken next? Let me know in the comments below.